Oh, hi. So I released a new single about a month ago called What If I Can't Move On? And I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I sat down, put a camera on me, recorded my screen, and just kind of gave you guys a tour of the live set or the DAW session. And that is what I'm going to do. Hopefully you guys can learn something from this or get some inspiration or just get a sneak peek behind what my production workflow and style is. I'm going to open up the session. I produced in Ableton Live. At least I produced this song in Ableton Live. And I'm just gonna do it. Let's just do it. So here we are. This is what it looks like. If you haven't heard this song, you should probably listen to it. I will drop the YouTube link in the description so that you can take a listen. That's a prerequisite to this video. Also, you can save it on your favorite streaming service. So how this song actually started, I wanted to make an Instagram reel of like me making a song, like my song making process. All I had was the chorus. It was not even fully written when I started making the song. And I got inspired, really inspired, by this song by Blue Eyes, who I love her production. I love her writing, which is actually in this session. It's under my references. I got super inspired by this song. It's called Fragile. And just like the super saw that comes in and the mutes in the chorus.
I hate that you made me fucking fragile, scared at any moment I'll unravel, couldn't fit my feelings in a castle.
So that song, I couldn't get out of my brain that I wanted to make a song that hit like that. And then this thing happened to me where somebody cut me off. She blocked me on everything, and it was just like I needed to make a song about it, because if I didn't, I would explode. So I sat down to make this Instagram reel, which I also posted on TikTok. And so at first I just had the chorus. I think everything that I first recorded, except for the lead vocals, ended up in the final project. The backing vocals that I recorded with the SM58 ended up staying in there because they were just so good. The ukulele ended up staying in there. It's tucked in the back. Forgive me, never forgive me. I think we should start from the beginning. We start with this guitar. Bounced onto audio. It looks like I played it, but it actually was from a Native Instruments. It was from a Contact instrument. So I actually played the chords. I don't remember which one I used, but it was one of the Contact guitars. And then I flattened it down. But then I was like, oh my God, what do I do for this verse? Because remember, all I had was the chorus written. So before I even wrote the verse, like top line, I actually was like, oh my God, I had this piano line that was from another song. And it's this. I've been trying to find a place to use that piano because the original song that it came from is actually really good, but I'm going to go back to that song hopefully. So I snatched that piano line. I actually retracked it. Like I re-recorded it so I had the MIDI data in there.
Okay, so I realized that my audio was being weird, so I got a mic. This is my favorite preset and I use it all the time. It's a Grandeur. It's called Soft But Loud and it's a Contact library piano, so that slays. Once I got those two tracks down, that was when I wrote the verse.
They said the truth sets you free, I think they lied.
It's really all there is in the first verse and the intro, besides my favorite thing, which is these vocals here. I don't have the original because I think I deleted it from this copy of the session, which is like the final one, which I kind of cleaned up. But I had Valhalla Supermassive thrown on this vocal that I pitched down with Little Altar Boy. And then on that I have Tremolator. So that actually started from like a random vowel that I took from the chorus. And then I have this I Know You'll Never Forgive Me, which is actually using Ovox, which is something I don't use very often. And in Ovox, this is a Waves plugin. It's basically a vocoder. It has a bunch of modulation options, which is really cool. So in here, you can see I use the note mapper to have it generate harmonies based on this major sunset scale. So that's pretty cool. That's my first verse and intro. It's a weird structure, this song. It's like verse, chorus, or hook, 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 but the hooks or the choruses all used to have the same rhythm and melody, but different words. And then we go verse 2, and then we have another chorus. Only one of the repetitions of the hook actually is the same words. So this delay throw here, I'm going to show the return tracks. So I have this dark echo. I'm pretty sure that's
Can't move on.
Yeah. Did you see it? I actually automated the feedback of this and the output gain of this echo device to make that delay sort of swell into the second verse.
Now, what if I can't move on? I didn't cry about losing you till 3 days after.
This song has so very many backing vocals. You can see all of this is backing vocals. So it's a lot. We can expand them all. And you can see that's all BGVs. That's all BGVs. What else added in the chorus? Well, the bass finally comes in and a kick comes in.
Suddenly I'm all alone. Takes me a sec to remember. Each time I reach for my phone, I know you never forgive me. I thought I wanted you gone, but now that you cut me off, I'm starting to think I was wrong.
I'm pretty sure these pigments pads are the ones that or maybe it's the the super saw here. I automated the volume to make it like swell. Yeah, on the utility device here. So it goes, what do they call that? Sforzando. Yeah, and then I just add all of these, a few, like this pad here. And as you can see here, I love how I name things sometimes. I have hella bright OTT piano swells, which goes along with this. Just fills it in a little bit. For the verse 2, oh my god, this transition's crazy. Look how many things I have happening here. And so when we get to, I have actually layered some vinyl crackle into the swell, which is kind of cool. So this is what the swell sounds like. Let's just solo the transition. So this is what it sounded like before I added this vinyl crackle. And then I was like, damn, it's too smooth. Like I need some more like tension happening here. So I took some random ass vinyl crackle samples and I just faded them in toward the buildup. And that sounds like this. So subtle, but it really changes it. And then into verse 2, we have this. This right here is one of my favorite samples ever. It's like the dream sequence transition. I just love it. And then of course we gotta have the rumble. It's so subby. I love it. Then we get to verse 2, which is where we get the percussion coming in. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about the verse 2 backing vocals because we have these pulse vox, which is literally just, I think, auto pan with the phase. Yeah. So I turned the phase super toward 360, so it's like just makes it a little bit wider in your ears. It's kind of like a car going by really fast.
I I didn't cry about losing you till 3 days after.
I like the harmonies in the verse.
Think I was going through all of the stages of grief.
So yeah, that ends up sounding like this.
I didn't cry about losing you till 3 days after. Think I was going through all of the stages of grief.
Verse 2 is the one where it builds up. This is where the fun part comes because the super saw, massive super saw thing comes in. We also get this tom chops, which is my personal favorite thing about this song besides like the harmony stack. I have a lot of shit going on. This tom snare chop. It started from this tom sample that I was like, oh my god, I need some toms. So I just went on Splice and was like, big toms. I searched and I found this sample. I just want toms. Do a little chopping. But then I ended up using Addictive Trigger to basically replace the toms. So that's what you see here chopped up is like the snares taken out of this wide toms. It's a drum replacement plugin. So what you're hearing here, you can see the source is muted. So you're not actually hearing the original sample, you're hearing what Addictive Trigger is replacing the original sample with. But I did keep the original one in there. Let's just solo this whole group. Oh, the ukulele, I think, finally makes its way into the back here. Where is it? Oh yeah, right here. This is hilarious. So this is the ukulele that I originally recorded when I was first writing the song in that Instagram reel. And when I tell you that without this ukulele, it feels like something's missing, it really does. Okay, we gotta talk about my favorite part of this song, which is the harmony stacks that happen right here. So we have the lead vocal right here.
I call, I know you never forgive me.
Then we have this ad lib.
You don't get to make that call, I know you never forgive me.
Then we have just doubles of the lead.
You don't get to make that call, I know you never forgive me.
Who knows what the hell soft harms is? Let's put those in.
I know you never forgive me. I thought I wanted you gone, but now that you cut me off, I'm starting to think I was wrong.
And then we have the harmonies that I recorded, and I actually kept the scratch harmonies in there, which was from that original Instagram reel that I made. And this is what all of the vocals sound like that happen in that hit, big final hook, like build up.
That call, I know you never forgive me. I thought I wanted you gone, but now that you cut me off, I'm starting to think I was wrong.
And yes, if you're wondering, there is a low octave double happening.
I know you never forgive me.
And that is with Nectar, which is an isotope plugin. And I'm using the voices feature. It's Nectar 4, so it's like they call it a little bit different. In Nectar 3 and before, they used to call it harmonies, but now they're calling it voices. And basically, I just added a wide low octave with the formant shifted down. But it's not on the main melody, it's on this harmony. So if I turn that off, this is the harmony.
I know you'd never forgive me.
Then I added a low octave of that harmony.
I know you'd never forgive me. I thought I wanted you gone.
So that's interesting. Usually you just add the low octave of the melody. Like that's what I would generally do. I'm not sure what inspired that, but I did it. Then we have the bridge. At first, I was like not vibing with the bridge, and then I totally redid it.
Honesty never works. I know I made you hurt. We could have talked it out. Maybe you'd be here now, but you just shot me down. Can't say I'm sorry now. Text won't deliver. I can't see a picture. So honesty never works. I know I made you hurt. We could have talked it out. Maybe you'd be here now, but you just shot me down. Can't say I'm sorry now. You did it. I'm hurting. Can we call it even?
I think an important part of this bridge are these swells. And then there's this, like, I don't know why it's called junk impact, but like together it creates this swell. I think the sort of swell is really what adds some contrast to the bridge from everything else without losing energy. I love just screaming into the microphone and just letting that vocal fill up the space. So yeah, that's a little peek into my song. I hope it was fun. I'm trying not to make it too long. I'm going to try to cut it down, but because I've been filming for like half an hour. But that was fun. And let me know if you wanted me to do more of these, because I always have all my sessions. So I'd be happy to continue to make videos like this in the future. And subscribe if you like music. Bye.